What is up, everybody? It is your boy Range coming at you guys with a Black Ops 2 post commentary. We're getting down to the wire. Advanced Warfare is coming out in about a week from now. Well, unless you have day 0, which most people do. So, probably less than a week. So, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of that. But today, what we're going to be talking about, well, actually, real quick, I believe this gameplay is actually a old gameplay. I believe it's a 52-7 on the map standoff, so it's pretty good. But today, what we're going to be talking about is sort of a recap of MLG Columbus that just happened November 24th to November 26th, I believe. And this was the last MLG COD Ghost event. And real quick, before we get into it, congratulations to Envy, NVS, whatever you want to call them, winning this tournament. They won it against, I forget who they beat. Real quick, let me look that. Noble. Noble was a huge surprise in this tournament, but we'll get to that. So Envy got the win. I'm not going to tell you guys how yet. You guys have probably seen it, but the first game of the night on that Friday night that started it off was the Optic Nation versus FaZe. Now, Optic Nation last tournament, which was UMG Nashville, Optic Nation came in, I believe, top 16, so pretty bad, And FaZe, obviously winning UMG Nashville, coming in with pretty high hopes of this tournament. And their first series, the Optic Nation beats them. I believe, I want to say in a game 5. Yes, it was. It was a game 5. It came down in game 5. So, it was a good series. And then next we had Team Envious versus Most Wanted. Now, Envious coming in probably one of the best teams in this tournament. I believe they placed #1 in the league, the Call of Duty League. So basically, they went on to face Most Wanted for the second game, and they sweeped them 3-0. And then we had Rise Nation versus Noble Vanquish. Now, real quick, I got all my notes right here. Rise Nation is one of the best teams. They came in as the #2 seed, but their players, they have Attach, who is only 17, is pretty much almost a Call of Duty god already. I mean, he is a slayer. Then you have Looney, who is more of a, I think his playstyle was described as support on the live stream, but him, Attach, and Looney KDs are pretty ridiculous against some of these teams. And then you have Pac-Man, who is a pretty old veteran in the Call of Duty League, and that's just a lot of good, I guess you could say, mentor for them, especially Attach, who's only 17. And then you have Wheats, I believe his name is, or Wheaties. I'm not so sure about how he is. I haven't really watched him that much. But that's a pretty good team. I believe they end up beating Noble. I'm pretty sure. Let me look at it real quick. Noble, or maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure who did win Rise Nation versus Noble. I'm not sure, guys. But I want to say Rise wins that. Yeah, I think Rise does. Then we go on to Optic Gaming versus Denial. And Denial was looking really good on Friday and in this tournament. I mean, you got Zuma, who is a huge slayer, awesome player. But it did go to a game 5 where Optic actually lost. So, me being an Optic fan, I didn't like that too much, but Denial was pretty impressive in that series. And then next was the losers bracket. This is going into Saturday, the losers bracket. The first game was, wait, actually, hold up, guys. I'm going way too fast right now. I wanted to talk a little bit about Optics Gaming everybody knows Nate Shot and Scumpy and everybody on that team. But one thing is, I heard a lot of the casters talking about this as well, and is that Proofy gets a lot of hate because of how inconsistent he is. But honestly, for me, I think Proofy's a pretty good player. I mean, I like how he plays. He was described as an AR slayer, I believe, but we all know Clayster's the best AR player on that team and could be argued for the best AR player in the Call of Duty League. But yeah, Proofy does get a lot of hate for really no good reason. I mean, he is on Optic Gaming, so going on to the best or the highest known team, I guess you could say, in competitive gaming, you gotta expect some hate, which I bet you all the players know that going in, and that's why they have such high hopes of winning a lot of these tournaments, is because they get a lot of hate if they lose. But going into Saturday, the losers bracket was Saturday. Sunday was the championship Sunday. And we had the first game, which was FaZe versus Most Wanted. Most Wanted, who was just dropped to Rise. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I almost said Rise Nation. Most Wanted was 3-0'd by Team Envy on Friday. So, you know, that's never good getting 3-0'd. As they came in and they took. It only took them 4 games. They almost did the same thing to FaZe. They got the 3-1 in the series. Most Wanted made a pretty good comeback. I mean, Friday getting 3-0'd, that's just really bad. And then the next game was another Optic Gaming game, which was against Rise Nation. Now, Rise Nation, a really good team. Wait, before we go to that, I keep doing this, guys. I'm sorry, but Most Wanted beating FaZe, dropped FaZe out of the tournament, dropping them at 8th place, which there was only 8 teams coming into this tournament. So that makes FaZe going from first to last. So that's a pretty big drop. I know most FaZe members weren't happy about that, and I just saw FaZe Censored's video as they dropped Parasite. So I guess FaZe is trying to make some moves. But yeah, FaZe was kicked out by Most Wanted. Then we went to Optic Gaming, who actually ended up 3-0ing Rise Nation, who actually beat Optic twice at UMG Nashville. So Optic got some revenge, kicking Rise Nation out of the tournament, who then dropped to 7th. Then we had, I believe that was all that was for, yeah, I believe that was, no, wait. Let me look at the schedule real quick. Then we had, I'm not sure, whatever. But then we had Team Envy versus Optic Nation. Now, Optic Nation, this was a pretty bad, I felt bad for any team. Well, real quick, yet again, I keep doing this. I gotta start looking down and up. I got the schedule on my computer, and then I have my phone with my notes, my little notes about the thing. But Optic Gaming did go 3. Oh wait, I can't say that yet. Whoops. Can't talk about that yet, guys. But the next game we did have was Team Envy versus Optic Nation, which, if you're Optic Nation, you're not too happy about going into this versus Team Envy, who is #1 coming into the game. And Team Envy 3-0'd Optic Nation, knocking them down to the losers bracket, which they did now had to face Optic Gaming with the last game of the night. But before they did that, they had Denial versus Noble. Now, Noble was looking pretty good. I mean, Slasher and Sender. Sender's more of like their hype guy. Miyagi's a pretty good player. And who's their last guy? Chino. Chino's a pretty good player too. He does a lot. But Denial versus Noble, I want to say, I'm not sure who wins. But, oh, actually, yes. As I was praising Noble basically right there, Noble does get the win in 4 games, so 3-1ing Denial. So Denial coming off of a win against, who'd they face? They faced No. Oh, Optic Gaming. They beat Optic Gaming going on Friday. They beat Optic Gaming. Guys, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just all over the place right now. But they beat Optic Gaming on Friday. Going into Saturday, they actually lose to Noble in a 3-1. So that's not too good. And real quick, I believe this gameplay is over. Yes, it is. I will add another gameplay. I'm not sure what it is, but I hope you guys did enjoy that first one. This is going to be a long video, but I hope you guys do enjoy it. So, Denial comes in the Saturday, you know, feeling pretty good, beat one of the best teams, Optic Gaming. They go and face Most Wanted, and they get, no, they didn't face Most Wanted. What am I talking about? They face Noble and get 3-1. So, Denial, on the verge of elimination, have to play right away. No breaks, no nothing. And they have to play Denial. And Denial just absolutely wrecks them. 3-0s them. Denial, see you later. You're gone. And Most Wanted is moving into Championship Sunday. So, with that, we go to Optic Gaming versus Optic Nation. Now, this was pretty awesome. I mean, seeing the brothering teams go up against each other. You got Embos, you got Mercs, you got Killa, you got Ricky, you got Scumpy, you have Nate Shot, Proofy, and Clayster all in one game.